always pick the same seed.
So we're out here today at the new Idaho State Observatory in the Bruneau sand dunes. So we're going to be sealing some block today. So it's a pretty cool project. We've got really cool. We're going to show you the dome that rotates and opens. They're going to be mounting a state-of-the-art telescope in this building. So we're going to be sealing some block today, inside and outside, to make this thing last. They wanted something on the outside of this block to seal it, to really waterproof it, and then protect it from salt and chemicals. So any efflorescence or salts and stuff. Wanted to protect this natural stone so it looks natural like this. We don't want any sheen to it, but I'm going to be using a silicone-based emulsion coating to put on here to waterproof it. And it's also going to give it some UV protection, but it's not going to change the color of it and stuff. And being silicone-based, one thing you need to know is once you put it on there, you can't top coat it with anything. If you wanted to use a solid color stain down the road, you're not going to be able to do it because it is silicone-based and nothing sticks to silicone. So we're using, one of the big challenges was the product that we wanted, like a silicone polymer or a silicone emulsion. There's not a lot of them available right now, and a lot of challenges trying to get them. Sherwin's didn't have, the ones we wanted. We were going to use XS 5000 was one of the ones we were going to use. Couldn't get it anywhere, but Valspar did have a product, a concrete sealer. That's a silicone-based product, so infused silicone. So we're going to be using that today and just spraying it. We're using a Tritech T4 sprayer. We're just going to be spraying it on. All we're going to do is spray it on, and that's it. We're going to take it all the way down to the footings because we want to weatherproof, waterproof this thing all the way down to the ground. So just going to be using just a fine finish tip, low pressure. Don't need to atomize the product, just need to get it on, saturate the block. So it's a pretty cool project. We're going to walk you around and show you this thing, and then hopefully we're going to come back and show you what it looks like when it's all completely done and operating. So let's get to work. So I don't want to be atomizing this product. I'm not going to be running it at high pressure, super low pressure. I'm just going to be using an HEA 311 tip to spray this product on. I don't want a lot of overspray. It's not windy out here. It gets super windy out here at the Bruneau sand dunes, but today it's a calm morning so far. So the HEA tips are supposed to run around 800 to 1100 PSI. Gonna just give it a test right here. See how it looks. We've got to masking off the metal door jamb over here because we can't get any of this product on that metal door jamb because the metal door jamb is going to be painted. We get some silicone on that door jamb, it's going to be a nightmare trying to paint it. We're also going to be masking off the metal work up here. We don't want anything on that either. That's what it's going to look like. So now we're starting the masking process. I'm going to be masking just with 9-inch paper right here, frog tape, on that metal work, and then flap it up and tack it. So just going to mask that off, and then we're just going to start spraying. Don't need to back roll, just spray. So we're just cruising right along, masking here. And just a handy little tip, having a tough gaff and while you're masking. So especially when using frog tape, because if you put frog tape in your mouth, the polymer on the outside of the tape is going to swell up, make your tape not effective. So just goes right on your waist, hands free. So I added 2 extensions together so I don't actually have to spray on a ladder, so I can just cruise right along spraying, no ladder needed. So I'm just adding an angle adapter to the end of Titan angle adapter right here. That way when I'm reaching up, I'm not shooting up, it'll be spraying more flat. So I'm going to angle it down a little bit so it'll be spraying flat. There you go. So now I'm not going to be kicking overspray up and having it swirl out. So it's a tight angle adapter. That's different than a Graco clean shot, which actually eliminates spit. So that's just an adapter to give you at different angles.
It don't matter how many times you come around. There's only one spot like this in this town. When you walk through the door, they got what you need. It's just strong enough to bring you to your knees. Feel free to wonder, you're one in a crowd. We can all find ourselves where the lost get found.
So I'm just working my way down. You'll hear just cruising right along, and it's not going super fast because I'm using a 311 tip. And for one thing is Adam's masking up ahead of me, and if I used a bigger tip, I'd catch up to him too fast and then have to wait. But also overspray. It's not windy out here. It's typically really windy out here, but I wouldn't want this silicone just flying everywhere. And I'm using a smaller tip, low pressure, helps control overspray.
Everybody is allowed, so drink and receive. Nobody's left out. It don't matter how many times you come around. There's only one spot like this in this town. When you walk through the door, they got what you need. It's just strong enough to bring you to your knees. Feel free to wonder, you're one in a crowd. We can all find ourselves where the lost get found. This bar has got me missing that church. I gotta get back to my soul and start searching. When you walk through the door, they got what you need. It's just strong enough to bring you.
All right, so we've gone all the way around. We're gonna start pulling masking pretty soon. I got a little bit of sealer left, and it does snow out here a little bit, so I'm just gonna go, and the contractor wanted this edge sealed really good, a second coat put on it. They've got some type of sealer when they set the block down in between the block of the concrete, but on the outside we're just gonna seal that by spraying it one last time, 2 blocks up.
This bar has got me missing that church. I gotta get back to my soul and start searching. When you walk through